Crafty Journaler. Welcome to the Crafty Journaler. My name is Sarah and this is my channel where I do a lot of crafts for junk journaling. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell, and let a friend know that we're here. That way we could grow this channel together. I know in the last video I said I would be doing a full flip through of our self-love journal. After reviewing the last couple of videos, I realized that has pretty much been done already, and I didn't really want to be redundant with the with adding another video for that. So I'll probably be skipping over that unless anybody in the comments below were to ask me for a full flip through. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that for now. But if you are interested in having a full flip through of that specific journal, our self-love journal, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be more than happy to do that for you, even if it's just one person or a whole lot of people. Really, it doesn't matter. As long as you guys want that, I'll go ahead and do that. With that being said, I have been a little bit in a slump since I finished that specific journal. To be honest, life gets a little busy, and then, you know, with things going on in the world and all that, I have been a little bit overwhelmed with myself, and I haven't really felt a lot of creative juices coming my way or anything like that. So one of the things that I actually do when things like that happen to me, I actually do hop onto Pinterest and just kind of scroll through, maybe do a little bit of mood boarding, trying to get like inspiration out of other creators on Pinterest and things of that nature. And I actually did stumble upon a few Pinterest posts that I started to kind of take inspiration out of them, and I started to recreate them in my own way, kind of thing. And I wanted to maybe do a couple of those with you guys. So what I'll do is I'll name the creator and put the name on the screen somewhere. Maybe throw up a picture of what we're going to be attempting to do. And then I'll be sure to link every single creator that I took inspiration from down below. And again, this is going to be strictly off of Pinterest. I will probably be initiating this type of episodes in my channel where I try to recreate or take inspiration from other creators and then share it with you guys. I think that would be really fun because sometimes, you know, we see something but we don't know how to do it, so we kind of have to think about how we would do it, and then something new and unique comes out of it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with like low skill stuff, and then we'll work our way up to a little bit of a higher skill thing. So the first thing that I found was this, one of the things actually, let's go like that. One of the things that I found is from A.E.C Studio, and I'm going to put the picture right here, name down here somewhere. So they make this watercolor palette type of thing from scraps, what it seems to be scraps of book paper or coffee dyed paper maybe, and then she stamps on it to make it kind of look newspapery, and then add some color, so on and so forth. So I've been doing that, kind of mass making a couple of those. So really, let's go ahead and try to do some together. So I actually, again, I'm doing some of these. So basically what I do is I grab my watercolor, do different shapes, try to, and kind of color schemes and stuff like that. And then I end up with this. After I get here, I just kind of outline the the sections that I want together and do different kind of shapes and stuff like that. So for example, right here, I want to go up like this, and I don't want it to be perfect. I just kind of want it to look, I don't know if rustic is the word for it. I just kind of want to give it a little bit of texture. And now I skip the part where I make something out of scraps because I have a lot of book paper that I could use for projects like this. And so I just use my book paper. So basically, this is all we're going to do. We're just going to outline all of them. I am not trying to be perfect. I am kind of just overlining some. I actually think I'm doing it a little bit intentionally, crossing lines and making sure that it looks handmade. I think that's the best description. So basically, that's all we're going to do. We colored it with watercolor, and then I did different shapes, and from the shapes we ended up with this. Now we're just doing different lines to divide the colors, just to give it a little extra something. Okay. So now that we have that, I'm actually going to be doing this another, and then at a later time. That way I'm not eating too much into your time here. So again, once we have it all lined up and stuff, you could do it one of many ways, really. You could grab a ruler and just start separating everything apart. You have your little palettes that you could then use in your journals, on your tags, on your what is it called, journaling cards. You could use them for different things, really, on clusters, focal points, so on. And I actually ended up doing a few of these too, and I feel like these would be really cool to use in collage schemes and stuff like that. Another way that you could do this is by just freehanding it, using your fingers and creating interesting tears to go along with that. Okay, so that is, again, number one. That's from A.E.C Studios, and it's the video I saw here is called Making Watercolor Marks, hashtag DIY ephemera. And that is our first one. The next one that I found is this one here from Petal and Papier, and it is a mini collage sticker ready to use. And again, I've been trying to do these on my own first, and this is some of the ones that I have come up with, and they're basically just what they're called, mini collages that you could then use to decorate your journal and, you know, make it a little more zhuzhed up. And so let's go ahead and try to do one together. I actually do have one of them already cut up and ready to go here, so let's go ahead and use it. So on the video, she is using a decorative scissors that have this right here. I'm not really sure what they're called, what shape this is called, but the border is going to look a little more rounded. And the one that I use is the pinking scissors, I believe they're called. Pinking scissors. And it's just basically a zigzag. And the reason I did that is because I actually wanted to look like a faux mailing stamp or something along those lines. So that is our base. After that, we're going to add, first thing we could add is maybe, let's see, let's add a piece of craft paper here, and we'll put it down like so. We'll be putting it down with some glue stick. Okay, and then they use another piece of something, and I actually think this one would probably be better, and maybe we could put it upside down just to throw it for a loop there. Another thing that I see that they use is a little rounded, they're called reinforcers. There we go. So let's go ahead and maybe punch out a reinforcer from one of our handy dandy scraps here that we have at hand. Okay, so now that we have that, we could also do, so the sticker, it seems like it's a sticker that she uses, is this kind of a faux flower that is already squished down. And I know that we don't all have these stickers that we could play with, but one thing, if you have some level of drawing skills, you could probably doodle something really quick, and let's go ahead and try that. I actually did draw a couple already, and I don't think I'm super proficient in drawing, but I do, like I said, doodle here and then, and it's original art that you could then use for your journal. So let's go ahead and try that. We're gonna try to recreate those flowers, and I'm just gonna use another piece of scrap paper. Let me see if I have a wider one. If I don't, this will be fine. So I usually start off by drawing it on a piece. Actually, you know what? I might have to use that just to keep me from drawing too big of a flower. So we're going to start off by creating one petal and then connecting it to both sides. We're going to do that again. Just kind of a wonky oval circle kind of thing. And then two little smaller leafy like shapes. And then we're just gonna bring down our stem like so. And we could probably do this a little bit more. And now let's go ahead and use watercolor pencils. Let's start off by making the edges a little bit on the lighter blue. And then the inner part of the leaf, we're going to go with a ultramarine light, which is a little bit of a darker purpley blue, I feel. Kind of reminds me of cobalt blue. And if you are new here, you wouldn't know, but blue is my favorite color. I love blue. And then we're gonna do the leaves on it, and we'll use a sap green color. Give it a little bit of more depth there. And there we go. Super easy, super simple little doodle that we could use in our journal. And then one thing I do recommend is outlining it either with a black pen, or in my case right here, we're going to outline it with a Sharpie, and that just kind of gives it a little bit of more, I guess shape. Would shape be the I don't know, it gives it a little bit of something. Makes it look more like a sticker. There we go. And so we're gonna fussy cut it out really quick. You could get as close as you want to the edge or as far, totally up to you. I like leaving a little bit of the outline. I feel like it makes it pop a little bit. And then we're just going to place it right there. Okay. And now that it's on there, they also use a little bit of a sentiment on there. So you could either really quick create something, or maybe you could look and see if you already have a sentiment somewhere that you could use. I like the number more. Let's go ahead and do the number. And then you could add a little bit of texture with either watercolor paints or anything of that nature. I actually think that I'm going to be using stickles. I've had these for a really long time and I don't really use them as much as I should probably use them. So I'm making it a mission to use what I've got. So we're going to just put some of these stickles here. And I actually had to cut that one open because it dried up on me a little bit. So it is letting a lot of the product out. But it's okay because we're just going to spread it out with this pencil here. And down here some more. Maybe up like so. And now the only thing with stickles is that it does take a little bit of time to dry. So you want to kind of put it off to the side somewhere and let it dry off. Don't mess with it too much because it's gonna get everywhere otherwise. So, but here we go. This is our next project that we did. So now we're gonna set this aside, let it dry off. And we're going to move on to our next one. And for this one, so for this one here, this one is from Kari Doodle Studio. And I believe they sell paper pad collections or something like that. To be honest, I've never purchased from this place, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if they're good or anything like that. Like I said, I am taking inspiration to kind of get out of my slump here. So if you do decide to check these places out and maybe purchase something from them, just like you would do with anything else, be sure that they are a reputable store, that you're not going to get scammed in any way. And, just in general, with anything, even if you're purchasing from like maybe Etsy, eBay, places like that, you always want to make sure that the people that you are purchasing are going to be good people and they're not just going to go off with your money or anything like that. And let's go ahead and give it a try. So I actually did try to recreate this in my own way, and I actually came up with this. So I have doilies that I haven't used, and I'm really wanting to use again what I got. And so I went ahead and pulled those out. I ended up having some of these circles already done. I stamped cute little stamps, colored them in, and I added a sticker on this one and then a sentiment on both. This one says, "I will stay with you," and this here has 0 o'clock. There is a song by BTS. If you haven't heard it, I would recommend you to hear it. It is one of my songs that I like to listen to when I'm down. I love that song. It's beautiful. If you could read the lyrics, you should read them too. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and retry that or recreate that one more time. So the first thing is grabbing a doily. And I have a few. I have some that I've had for a while. There's some that I've kind of hoarded a little bit. Let's do one with this one. Okay, so once we have that, we now need a circle that will fit the inside of that. And I've mentioned this before, but when I'm like on a when I have a lot of scraps and stuff like that, I try to recreate or mass make things that I know that I'll be able to use, or that I'll need to make things and stuff like that. One of those things are circles. I punch out a lot of circles in different sizes and then keep them for when I'm ready to use them. So thankfully we have a few that we can use already. So We just have to find the one that we want for our project here. That kind of looks cute. Oh, that looks better. Let's do that one. Okay, so now we have our circle. Then I noticed that in this one, it seems like they drew something. It seems like it's hand drawn little bunnies and animals and stuff like that. Like I said, I can draw, but I'm not that good. At least I don't think I am. So what we are going to do is we're gonna stamp a cute little something and color it in to recreate that. And I actually do have a few very cute stamps. For example, I have this one. My sister gave me this stamp, and it's a little teddy bear with a cat. So we could go ahead and use that one. We are going to be using the archival ink from Ranger, and we're just gonna, okay, and now we want to stamp it down and make sure that we distribute the weight nicely. And there we go. I wonder if we could double stamp this with the same ink in there. Oh, we could. Perfect. Okay, now we'll color this in. So we'll start off by using this burnt sienna color. Let's see how dark it is. No, I think that'll work perfect. So we're going to be using this alcohol marker here. Okay, and there we go. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna again fussy cut it. So we're gonna put that right there. Let's go ahead and start assembling that. So we're gonna glue this down first. And I'm just gonna be using my glue stick kind of to expedite things a little bit. And then let's add something in the background. Maybe some floral stickers. I think that looks cute. We could do that. Let me see if I have other ones. Yes. So we're just gonna pull this apart. Then we're gonna place this right about so. And then we'll be gluing down this right here. So we're going to put this right about here now. Right. And now we have our cute little cluster circle theme here. Actually, we need a sentiment now that I recall there. So let's find something for that really quick. And could actually maybe use one of these as a back. And now we have our cute little circle embellishment here that we found or got inspired from. And with that being said, I still have a couple more, but I think I'm going to stop the video here because it's run a little long now. And maybe you could try these at home. If you do try, let me know how it came out. I do have a Instagram. I'm trying to be a little bit more well versed on how things work here as well as on Instagram. I haven't posted on TikTok in a while, but I do also have a TikTok account, and you could also find me there. But before you go, if you aren't subscribed already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell. That way you're informed every single time I post up a video. And don't forget to recommend the channel to someone. That way we could grow this channel together. I do really want to try to hit 300. So if you could help me out with that before you go, subscribing is totally free to you. And that really does help the algorithm push my content out there because YouTube loves interaction. So the more you interact, the more it will promote my channel. With that being said, don't forget that you are stronger than you think. And I hope you guys have an amazing night. All right, that's a wrap. Okay, bye.
Well, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed it. We had a ball making it.